Come on down. You're the next contestant on Price is Right Wrestling. And this past weekend, there was delivering of some type of show. And now we have grand prizes for you, like Nikita Lyons versus Lash Legend and Rick Steiner being Ricknapped at the end of the show to hook you to see what Joe Wayne Gacy and Harlan Myers will do to the Elder Steiner. I don't even think HBK knows what the fuck he's doing anymore. I don't know which one of his eyes is on the product and which one of his eyes is on the exit door. But whichever eye he's got on the product, he needs to switch it up. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE NXT 2.0. So yeah, I don't really think that NXT 2.0 has any wheels left on the goddamn wagon. Everything has come off. Stand and Deliver wasn't the best goddamn, big event, not even a takeover event. It wasn't exactly the best representation of the NXT 2.0 brand. There were elements that weren't that bad, but overall I thought the show was kind of flat. Also, it didn't help that it was happening just a few hours before the first half of the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history, WrestleMania 38. They just clustered things together. And then they decided, hey, we made a couple dumb decisions on that night and also one on Raw. So let's just rectify one of those at least. And then let's just throw a whole bunch of more shit at the wall. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. Stand Deliver recaps and, well, we have also, recaps of Raw, where Rex Steiner won back the NXT Championship. Look, I get that Raw has a bigger audience. I just still think the Stand Deliver, considering you could have gotten more eyeballs on that, you could have done it there. I don't know why you waited 2 days. It was just strange. Rex Steiner is here to talk about the fact that he is the new champion. This crowd was on something tonight. They were really on something. We want Ziggler. No, we don't. So I guess Ziggler's just done in NXT, which is fine, I guess. I don't really know how much longer they could have gone with him as champion. He talks about the weekend, inducting his dad and uncle into the Hall of Fame, and seeing Becky and Bianca, Austin and Owens at Mania. And here's Imperium, and Walter, that's his name, challenges Rex Steiner. And then the Creed brothers show up, and then we go to break. There were just oddly timed moments and run-ins and whatever on this show the whole night. We come back, the Creed brothers are taking on Imperium. Same as it ever was, and as the days go by, Bartel gets busted open and Eichner says, you know what? Fuck this, I'm out of here. I don't know what the Italian version for fuck this is, and he just leaves. Bartel was bleeding badly and got beaten with a lariat. They're breaking up Imperium. One of two things. Either they're going to have Eichner with D'Angelo, or they're going to do some more cuts. And Eichner knows that he's going to be gone, so he's like, okay, fuck this, I checked out. It was just really weird. Why would you break up Imperium? Why? You're taking away everything good about Walter's character. So anyway, then these hooded guys show up and attack the Creed brothers. It's a team called Pretty Deadly that I am told is from NXT UK. If I watched any of NXT UK, I would know that. I don't have time to watch NXT UK. I need more time to watch retro wrestling and movies, and also I haven't really been given much of a reason to care about NXT UK. That being said, when I've checked in, some of the matches actually are pretty goddamn good. It's just taking place in a fucking vacuum over there. So anyway, it's like in a whole new world, a weird world where nothing really matters. Okay, enough of that. Disney's probably going to get upset at me if I say anything more. Toxic Attraction with Mackenzie. I have seen this movie before, and the dirty blonde usually ends up drenched. Moving hastily on from that, now that all the women, all 5 of them have tuned out, they will hold all the gold again. And then clips of Lions and Legend, and Bears, oh my. Here's Grimes. He made his dad proud, and he is so thrilled, and he's going to take this title to the moon. So Sikoa shows up to congratulate him, say, hey, you made your dad proud. Championships run through my bloodline. Aha! And it's on. The match is on. It's going to be on the screen next week, though. Joe Wayne Gacy with Harlan, talking all about trust, and says, if you don't have family, all it does is lead to self-destruction. That's why Benoit did what he did. And oh man, the Von Erich family, no wonder. Now that I've angered a lot of people, let's move on from that. Zion Quinn is confused by Draco Anthony's behavior. I am confused by Draco Anthony's character trajectory. First he had vignettes in a diner, he loses his debut match, and now he's going to be part of Joe Wayne Gacy's deal? I mean, I don't know. Who is the hottest couple? Who cares? Unless it's going to involve Indy and Persia kissing, I don't really know how this matters to anybody. Tiffany Strattonstone, as if I am not a loser. Yay! We did 20 takes, and that was the best one. I'm sure that she's nice, and she's trying with this character. But like a lot of characters in NXT 2.0, it's stupid. Dookie Nukie Hudson, along with Persia, took on Dexter Lumis with Indy. Persia, if she even walked the wrong way, if she even took a wrong step, boom! Those Persians were just going to come right out. So, yeah, they try to pull their men apart as their men are trying to, hug a big throbbing post. I mean, who hasn't taken a moment to do that when their boyfriends get like that? And then they're pulling on their tights and their pants, and then they collide together, and they get counted out, and the crowd's chanting, that was stupid. Yes, it was. This whole thing is stupid. So Raquel and Dakota do very scripted stuff. We move on to Toxic Attraction. JC Jane, my goodness. And then we go to break. Walter tells Bartel there can't be any more distractions tonight. He needs to implement the final phase of his plan. Toxic Attraction with the madness. They have the titles back. That's grandness. I have nothing else to say about this. Oh, Wendy Chu did show up. And Mandy Rose is my hero for taking out that stupid goddamn gimmick. And I don't care how great of a wrestler she is. Anytime this sleepy bullshit is allowed to be on a wrestling program, it's embarrassing for professional wrestling. But yeah, they have the tag team championships once again. Why did you give them to Dakota and Raquel for 3 days? Granted, it's not an hour like their last title reign, but what the fuck? Why? You could have simply not switched the titles. I'm not saying that long title reigns always need to happen, but to just hot potato something like that, it's pointless. You need to refocus on Dakota and Raquel because nobody really likes Raquel Gonzalez. If you think you do, that's fine. And I just don't fucking get it. So, Gacy talks about chaos. I don't know what Okada's group has to do with Joe Wayne Gacy. AJ Galactica, I think that's his name, is the MC of this made man ceremony where it went about 2.5 minutes and people shit on it because Tony D'Angelo is the new Dawn of NXT and has a gold ring. He's going to fist his opponents to death. Ouch. Okay, there were boring chants and everything, and that's unfortunate because Tony D'Angelo is one of the few dynamic characters they have. So, MSK is backstage. I understand Carter is going to hire a cab to get out of there. I don't know what's going on between Kimberly and Carter. I don't have a clue. If something really did happen and he's guilty, he's got to go. Whatever's going on, I want this damn thing resolved. I want both parties to be, I want whoever is put upon to be safe. That's it. That's all I'm going to say right there. So anyway, Waller in a sling and the bottle of sangria or whatever the fuck his name. I don't know what his name is. I don't care. They want to face him for the tag titles when he's healed, which apparently is next week. The fact that Waller doesn't have a broken arm is a miracle. He got a broken brain for doing that type of spot. Nikita Lyons entrance. I was fine. Shut up. I was fine during this. You weren't. I was innocent over here. And Dakota Kai is throwing shit backstage and says, Mandy Rose, you aren't safe. You. And then Nikita Lyons and Lash Legend had a match that was kind of like Sid versus Nash if Sid and Nash could wrestle. And also with less yelling. There were some good facial expressions. Again, I run a clean show here. Lash had a nice pump kick. There was some, big athletic stuff here. And eventually Nikita won with the splits. I will pay to be smothered like that. Moving on. That was great, though. Great stuff. Escobar basically tells Tony, hey, stay out of my business, I'll stay out of yours. Elektra Lopez, my goodness. Kushida wants Von Wagner. He says, you desecrated Ikemenjiro. Ikemenjiro's gimmick is a desecration to professional wrestling. Not the person, the gimmick. Walter then lost to Rex Steiner. Clean. Fucking clean. I'm amazed they actually did not give the title to Walter, but that was something. That was certainly interesting. It was a good match. There was some good chops and some good big man stuff. I'm like, clean. I thought Bartel was going to come down and cause, something, but whatever. And then Joe Wayne Gacy and Arlen Myers say, hey, we got your dad. Because Rick Steiner's saying, hey, congratulations, son. And then he's suddenly in a cage The dog-faced gremlin's in a cage. Why doesn't Scott Steiner go back there and pull the bars apart? Get the tiger he had on the later WCW episode. People, I don't know if anybody actually remembers that happened, but yeah, that actually did happen. He had a live tiger. A live tiger. Trained or not, what the fuck? Yeah, they have Rick Steiner for some reason. Joe Wayne Gacy is going to be the next challenger for Rex Steiner. That was certainly a show of renown, wasn't it? Yes, we here at Price is Right Wrestling would like to remind you to control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.